Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the eISL, powered by Coca-Cola with Hero as our associate sponsor, Northern Gaming as our esports partner, PlayStation as our platform partner, and of course, Terra Virtua as our digital collectibles partner. Now, my name is Tia, and joining me, of course, is Azim on the desk as we bring to you today the matchup of NorthEast United versus ATK Mohun Bagan.
Another very significant match in the top four battle. But let's quickly take you through the tournament format. Of course, this is the league stage. It's all coming to an end. 3 games per match, 2 1v1s and 1 co-op. The top 4 teams will make it through to the finals to be played on the 19th and 20th. And of course, the 2 winning team members battle it out to represent India at FGS 2022 and a massive prize pool as well.
Yeah, exactly. A ton of money up for grabs, 78 lakh, and of course a personalized NFT for the for the MVP player as well. So I think for every single team, enough motivation. But as you said, in this matchup, it's all about that top 4 battle for NorthEast United FC as ATK Mohun Bagan try to be sports.
Yeah, and NorthEast United FC, you would have to say, have probably the most difficult road to the to that top 4. They can get themselves in there, of course, with FC Goa and Bengaluru FC having games in hand over them, but they will be playing FC Goa and of course Chennai and FC in their next 2 matches. So it's going to be mouth-watering set of fixtures. But for today, let's see what the lineup is. Who's playing who?
Yeah, for today it's going to be Binate versus Mufu, and of course KT Dillon versus Ahmad. And I think for me, at the end of the day, it really does come down to Mufu finding a level of form, because for him, he's been a player that was very different at the start of the eISL, then became much more of that meta player as the cards changed around, and since then he has his ups and downs. The consistency is what he's really struggled with now, and I want to see if he's able to bring back that maverick nature, that he used to have. He used to be the one running the Ronaldinho, he used to be the one bringing out those new cards, so maybe he can do it again.
Yeah, definitely he's going to be sticking with Ronaldinho as per the last conversations we've had with him. The head-to-heads are fairly similar for both teams, but it's the matches won that's been the problem. Lots of goals scored for ATKMB, and it was pretty close the last time that these 2 teams met. Not a lot in it. It was a 1-0 win for Mufu over KT, a draw between Ahmad and Binate, but then in the co-op, it all went the one-way traffic towards NorthEast United FC. But now ATKMB are a team who are playing with absolute freedom. They're on a winning spree, would you believe, of 2 goals. Two matches back to back. Now finding themselves on 9 points. So it's going to be a fun battle for them, because they can ruin NorthEast United FC's day and effectively rule them out of that top 4 battle today if they manage to get that win. Binate, of course. He's still just about in there with an outside chance of that MVP prize if he manages to score a few more goals. We did see him score 8 goals a couple of matches ago. He'll be looking to add to that tally today.
Yeah, most definitely, and I think that's been something that has been consistent for him throughout the eISL. Might leave a lot of goals in, but he most definitely scores a bunch himself. Plentiful in that aspect, and I think also in the flair with which he scores the goals, right? He's not the kind of player who sets up those basic chances. He always has some nifty skill move up his sleeve to create himself some space and get him in. And right now it is him with the ball trying to do exactly that.
And of course the familiar waving ponytail of Ronaldinho in full view for Mufu's team, going with the front 3 of Ronaldinho, Ronaldo, Messi up top there as well, and Mbappe. So going to be interesting to see how he approaches this, but a fast start as we've expected from... Ooh, is that a foul or no? It's an offside. It didn't look offside to begin with, but maybe a player that maybe a pass that came earlier that we didn't spot. So, Binate, he's going to go completely direct, no holds barred. And Mufu, I think the goal scoring for him, conversely, has been the challenge throughout this tournament. He's largely looked okay on defense, but getting those goals has been the issue for him. And now, with Ronaldinho into that box, almost finding him, cut out by Hakimi. I'm expecting this to be quite an entertaining affair. What do you see?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, especially with Binate, like you said, going no holds barred. An entertaining affair is what we hope to see, and I think he will deliver. He has delivered more often than not, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt in that regard. But talking about delivering, Northeast United FC, they need the win. No questions asked. They need the win in a convincing manner to build up that momentum, to build up the points. And I think for them, getting the win, getting that early goal is crucial, because if you give Binate an opportunity to get his momentum going, we know he can be ruthless.
Yeah, and we've seen that from him in the last two matches as well. He's really been on fire, scoring great goals all over the place, all the skill moves, all the shooting in display. I think I'd probably say he's one of the best finishers in the eISL. You put him in that position and he will score. But oh my goodness, it is Mufu out of nowhere. And I'm not quite sure how the goalkeeper was beaten by that.
Yeah.
The Marseille roulette and the shot looked like it was just creeping into the keeper's hands without any problem, and the keeper just seemed to dive over it.
You miss all the shots you don't take, and Mufu clearly a great example of that. I'm not sure either, but let's have a look at the replay. And
What?
I don't know why the keeper jumps to the right there. I didn't even see a deflection, Azim, so that's just weird.
Maybe potentially just Binate is doing a very early manual keeper move over there, trying to cover one post and just eventually, because I don't think that was like a particularly great shot taken by Mufu. I think he just sort of tapped the shoot button and didn't really give it as much power as he was hoping for. But for Northeast United FC, exactly the start that they were looking for, and they will be looking to capitalize on this. Mufu will be looking to double down, get that second goal as soon as possible. But Binate, again, playing without any concern, without any fear. You have to be wary because defense isn't really the priority for him anymore. I mean, he's just out there to score his goals and have his fun. He'll be reasonably open at the back for Mufu to exploit, but especially now, having gone a goal down, he's going to be going all-out attack, and Mufu will have those opportunities. He does have an opportunity here again with CR7, now with Messi, finds CR7 again, Marseille roulette again, but this time can't get the shot away.
This time not able to set it up, and instead it is Binate on the counter. Now had Ronaldo open for the through, choose not to go for him, instead setting up the 1-2 with R7, gives it back to R9 and can now just cut in, look for a shot. Instead playing it slow, unlike Binate definitely, and might be the downfall of him, especially with that many people in the box for Northeast United FC.
Yeah, he's getting closer, is Binate, creating a good couple of opportunities, making Mufu sweat a little bit on that defense. And it is going to be hard work for sure for Mufu. We see that ball in, Ronaldinho at the back post. Not quite the person you want to be winning headers over there, but CR7 of course is in that box as well. Now with Kevin De Bruyne at the edge of the area, we've seen a lot of long range shots fly in from KDB, particularly for Ashwin from Mumbai City FC, who seems to have got his shooting boots on of late. And well, Mumbai City FC is a team that's going to be watching this particular match with a lot of interest, seeing how things are going. Of course, they are in pretty much the most comfortable position out of the four teams that are battling it out for that for those remaining two spots, shall we say. I think you could say at this level, at this point, Chennai and FC have just about done enough, but still not mathematically confirmed. And now ATKMB looking to add a little complication to the life of Mufu and Northeast United FC, but for the moment, Mufu managing without too much stress at the back.
Most definitely, and at this point, I think for ATKMB, I really want to see that stress built up by ATKMB on Mufu's head. But as you said, Mufu, he seems to be very focused. He seems to be in the zone, really, as he looks to pick up this early win for his team and relieve some pressure from Ahmad's match themselves. Oh, Binate for a second had an itch right there. We've all been through that, right? As in the middle of the match with the ball in the midfield, you just get a random itch. You're like, I gotta scratch that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, no harm done. Manages to keep that ball flowing, but gives it away. And now Mufu will be looking to capitalize. We've seen him finally get a goal with Ronaldinho the last time out. Not quite. I mean, it's a player he likes having in the team, despite well, a few more options being available to him. And Binate has a pause queued. Maybe some more itching and scratching to be done, or maybe just tactical changes. We will see. But the ball floated in towards Messi over there. Again, not the player you want to be particularly contesting for headers. And now as we head in towards halftime, Binate will be looking to try and get that equalizing goal. He has 4 players forward over here. Well, Mbappe has run offside and Rabona turn over there from Pele, not achieving much, but he does still have the ball. Now with Mbappe looking for Kante in the middle of that park. Now this is an opportunity. Pele over there passes it off to Ronaldo. Could have actually kept going, but it falls to Pele. Now R9 in the box, but defended well, and that will be 1-0 at halftime to NorthEast United FC.
Yeah, a huge lead taken for Mufu. I mean, not in terms of scoreline, but in terms of momentum, because we saw even earlier today how a single goal picked up that early can make sure that the team is in a great spot. But again, quite perplexing, that goal. So I'd have to assume what you said, that it was a manual move made by Binate. But hey, at this point,
Yes. Sometimes that does happen, and we did mention that as well. Yeah, I think he's just having a smile over there. I guess we'll never know. Maybe if he ends up winning this game, we'll get to have a chat with him and find out exactly what happened over there. Or I think Mufu is one of those guys, if we speak to him, who's always happy to explain and elucidate all the finer aspects of the game to us. But some tactical changes being made, I believe, still by Binate, and yep, we are ready to go now for that second half. NorthEast United FC currently getting the result that they want, the result that they need to keep that top 4 battle alive. But it's going to be difficult because, ATKMB have been in a great form, playing with great freedom of late. But NorthEast United FC, they need to see this out for that top 4 chance. And with Ronaldinho goes for the bigger shot and just wide.
Barely wide right there. Ronaldinho, one of the I'd say unique players that we see coming out from Mufu for his unique playstyle. Definitely a player that historically I can imagine putting that in right there, but doesn't work out this time. Instead, it is Binate on the attack. Quite unlike that we see a 0-goal match from Binate, so I assume he's going to be able to make something happen and tries that with R7, but blocked instantly and then intercepted from R9 as Mufu gets it back in his bag. He's ready for the counter.
On the counter attack, he goes. Could have switched it wide to Mbappe if he had triggered the run, but I think just trying to play it a little bit safe. He doesn't want to take too many chances, too many risks. Of course, I'm sure he will realize the magnitude of this game as well. Not quite sure the lob pass was the right option over there, particularly on the weaker foot of Messi to try and do that. But, well, it comes away now. ATKMB looking for that counter attack. I think that is well offside. Yep, it is just passing that a little bit too late.
Yeah, just a little too late. And the player was unfortunately just away. And it's quite surprising, honestly, Azim, at this point, that we haven't seen Binate just go for some nutty solo plays, go for some skill-based outplays overall. He seems to be playing this one by the book, and unfortunately, I think that might be what is affecting it. It doesn't seem like Mufu is worried at all, reading into something like that. But talking about reading Hakimi right now with the interception as Binate sets up the counter. He's got a couple players in the box. Can go for the cross to R7. Does exactly that. But is that a foul?
No, I don't think that was a foul over there. But, well, did pick out CR7 with the cutback over there. But I think it needed maybe just one more pass to open up that shooting opportunity. And Mufu will be, every time Binate comes forward, his heart will slightly be in his mouth over there, trying to spam a few skills with Ronaldinho, but getting nowhere in the process with that. Now, looking for the run is Binate. He has R9 off the shoulder of that last defender, trying to get in behind. Ball falls back to him after the deflection. Now played to Pele. I do feel Binate has that goal in him, and we are going to see it over here for sure. There it is. Binate gets the goal. Mufu on the back foot, the thing that he would have been fearing, that he would have been dreading, has happened. He has been pegged back. Ball skewed by Binate. I wonder now, is he going more attacking or is he going to go defensive?
Surely more attacking. It's Binate that we're talking about, and at this point, like you said, for him, it is contesting for the MVP prize, trying to be as ruthless as possible. So I'm curious to see what attacking changes he does bring on. But for now, a simple enough goal, a really nice push through from Pele, and taking that shot across the goal, he's able to get one in and equalize the scoreline. But again, a draw is not something that I think Binate is going to be happy with.
Yeah, for sure. And well, Mufu is certainly not going to be happy with it. And Ahmad, of course, then will be looking at this and going under pressure. But It's been that kind of tournament for Mufu. I mean, it's like one win, one draw, one loss. It just seems that he can't quite nail down that consistency. When the attack is working, then the defense isn't, and vice versa for him. But he has plenty of time to come back in. Of course, he's going to have to change things around. He does tend to go quite innovative. This time, the ball into Ronaldinho, and he was onside as well. So potentially, just maybe that little bit of hesitation over there could have helped him out. But now, trying to get in behind again, Binate, that's been his game plan from the start. To let Mufu have that possession and then just hit him quickly and clinically on the counter-attack. It worked perfectly for that goal. But now, Mufu has to bring out all the big guns. He really has to start going on attack. But also, he can't afford to lose this game. And is that a penalty? It's a penalty. Oh my goodness me. Binate has a laugh about it. It's a penalty and a yellow card. Hopefully we'll get to see a replay of that. What happened there?
I'm really excited to see the penalty itself. But okay, as the players, they don't want to see the replay. They want to get to it. And it is Ronaldinho taking it. Now, Mind Games is the name of the game. He doesn't move the cursor and the keeper is happy to see where it is going. Check with the save. The Mind Games, and rarely do we ever see these penalties being scored. I wonder when it'll happen.
Well, it's rude. Hold it. What? Off the post. I do not believe that it looked like it was in all the way. Binate living a charmed life over here. My goodness me. And now he comes on the counter attack. If he manages to get a goal over here, Mufu, I mean, if I was him, I would rage quit in that situation. I don't think he has the luxury. Thankfully, no rage quits happening over here. Mufu's still in it. And now it's really, really getting spicy.
Yeah, most certainly is, man. Especially when that crossbar hit, Mufu is going to be feeling the pressure. And it's in moments like these, in games of FIFA, that we see the sucker punch incoming. And trying to get that sucker punch on is Binate, but can't challenge Marquinhos in a running battle. He is one of the most consistent defenders we've seen throughout the eISL. Some version of his card most likely turns up in a team. And again, it is him shutting them down now. Mufu on the counter push, trying to find something. He's got a lot of options.
Yeah, maybe too many options for him in that moment because he couldn't quite pick the right one. This time, he's found Ronaldinho in the box. And 10 minutes to go. It is crunch time for Mufu and NorthEast United FC right now. Now with Ronaldinho turning through, bulldozing his way through, but can't get the shot past the defender there. Now Binate can come forward. Of course, there's plenty of gaps for him to exploit as well. And can he get that ball in? Yes, he does find Mbappe in. And he's got R9 waiting, CR7 at the edge of the box. Will we see a long-range shot over here? No. Decides to go to Pele. And it's fizzled out. And now it's Mufu coming forward.
Yeah, Mufu coming forward. Has Joao Cancelo with Ronaldo in the box. Could have gone for the early cross. Tried to curve it in, but choosing not to do so instead. Buying time for the rest of his attackers to come through. But that does also mean that the defense that much more compact now for Binate now. Again, swerving around a little too much, almost forgetting to move forward aggressively. Gives the ball in a cheap position away, and now an easy counter setup for Binate. But can he find the pass?
He might just find it over here. This is a crucial moment potentially in the battle with that before. It's brilliantly worked, but last-ditch defending there, and you can see Binate so annoyed. He thought he had got that shot away. He's going to get another bite of the cherry over here. It's R9 on the box. And CR7 in. Is that going to be another penalty? No. It's done. It's 1-1. Mufu survives. And both players with cause to be aggrieved over there because that could have gone either way.
Yeah, exactly. You can see Binate, he's not happy with it whatsoever. Especially towards the end. He got so close to finishing off. And I think that's why Mufu was like, okay, fine, whatever. I'll take it, man. Because towards the end, it got a little too close for comfort. But at this point, 1-1 on the board. A decent result, I'd say, for NorthEast United. They just need to find some sort of momentum with Ahmad in the second game.
Yeah, of course, they would have loved to just see this out and get those 3 points in the bag with the first 2 games. But they're going to have to do it the hard way. It is going to go to game 3 irrespective of what happens in game 2. Of course, if KT does manage to win game 2, that means NorthEast United FC can only get 1 point from this game. And that 1 point is not going to be enough for them. They do need all 3. And oh my goodness, it's really shaping up to be an absolute cracker over here. It is 1-1 in the first game, and I do wonder what's going to happen in game 2 because ATKMB are looking pretty hard to beat these days.
Yeah, indeed. And quite unfortunate that they're looking hard to beat towards the end of it. But also at the same time, I'm really happy that they're able to at least enjoy the rest of the eISL coming through. But yeah, goal, man. I really want one of the teams to be able to explain it to us how it ended up happening, because you could see from Mufu's side, it was smiles towards the end of the match, not after that goal. He knew that with that kind of goal going in, it's not the kind of matchup you want to play. But looking at Bindate's reaction, a bit of a cheeky smile, I am starting to believe the manual move narrative from that keeper.
Yeah, we did see Mufu creating a couple of chances after that as well. And well, I think after that it was mainly the game just descending into chaos over here. After Bindra got that goal, and he was pumped up for this game. He was really, really up for it. And it's so great to see ATKMB back with their mojo after a generally depressing start to the season. Now finally, still towards the end stages, managing to keep themselves motivated, keep themselves interested. Penalty over there, of course, also being saved, and then that shot of the post from Hullet. So many ways this game could have gone.
Yeah, most definitely. I think, and what I really want to see in penalties is when players start just, leaving the cursor, starting off on an extreme, and then just when the guy is about to shoot, just go down the box. And at least that works for me with my division rivals game. So maybe it'll work for them too. But you can see Binate very, very unhappy. Knew he was extremely close, and the emotions.
Well, I think we need to, we need to get a good eISL Rage compilation going. We got some excellent footage from Lokmanu the other day as well, and Bindatesh there as well. Not particularly happy. And there we go. We're going to head over to Bindatesh right away and get his views on what was a very, very exciting and entertaining game for us. Vidra, hard luck. That game could have gone either way, actually. You managed to get the penalty save and that chance in the end. So how are you feeling?
I'm not feeling great at all. Mufu was the better player throughout the game. He deserved the win, and I was not happy with my game at all. I didn't attack well, I was not defending well, and my passing was not up to the mark today.
Talking about that, right, the first goal that went in, it looked a little weird. The keeper jumped the wrong direction. We were wondering what exactly happened there. Was that just the game going ham, or was that like a manual save from your regard?
I guess that was a deflection from my defender. The shot was meant to go to the bottom corner, but it got deflected and went to the center.
Ah, okay. Yeah, because even we were wondering, it didn't seem like the best struck shot, but it didn't work out for you, unfortunately, over there. But still, you're still in the game. KT still has the opportunity to beat Ahmad, and of course, we're rooting for you all to get all the points you can. So, all the best, and we'll chat with you soon.
Thank you, boys.
Certainly.
Not particularly happy there, Bindatesh, with that result.
Yeah, exactly. Especially considering the fact that, as you mentioned, he was just not feeling himself today. Seems to be on a bit of an off day. But I wonder if he can reset his mental in time for the co-op. Because as you said, given the fact that the first match did go to a draw, we're guaranteed to see the co-op in action, meaning something and contributing to what kind of points either teams gets off of this match. Before now, we're going to turn our attention towards the individual matchup between Ahmad and of course, coming in is KT Delon, and I'm really excited to see what kind of form KT Delon brings to the table, because as you said, towards the end of the eISL is where ATK, Mohun, Bagan together seems to have really lifted up each other's spirits and become that much better off of it. Now, Bindatesh had an off day, but let's see, maybe KT Delon can compensate for that by having a beast of a day.
Yeah, KT as well, last time out, it looked like it was not going to go his way. He went down pretty early in the game against SC's Bengal, but then managed to get the goal and claw his way back in. And of course, he's going up against Ahmad, who is in contention for that MVP slot as well. 39 goals, he'll be looking to add to his tally. He's made a lot of high-scoring games in the past, beating Saranch as well, 6-0. So he has the caliber, and he's going to be feeling the pressure as well. Huge game in the context of that top 4 battle for NorthEast United FC. And Ahmad, he's don't know if he's brought his Rubik's Cube along with him into the studio today, but he would have been fidgeting with it quite a lot, I imagine. And we're ready for kickoff. It is game 2. We see Messi and Varane on the bench today for ATKMB. So let's see how they approach this. It is Neymar starting from the beginning, and we'll just see KT just passing that ball around as he sets his custom strategies, and the players all rearrange themselves. You do want to do that. Pro tip for people who do play online: if you do use custom tactics, make sure to get them in. But hang on, it's KT Dillon immediately getting onto the attack over there, and could have been a feisty start to the game.
Yeah, most certainly could have, but denied by Northeast United FC, and Ahmad will just look to take a breath and push back hard. Now Hakimi on the right wing, trying to set up, had the ball for Mbappe, but electing not to take it, instead sets it up once again for Hakimi is Pele, and now looking for the push in. Ahmad not pushing his limits necessarily, looking for that guaranteed move in, but much quicker than what we saw from Mufu, much more decisive, and that does mean a few opportunities open up. But then again, gives it away, and KT Dillon back on the counter. He is looking extremely quick, going to go for the cross itself, and Ronaldo missing it out barely.
Yeah, of course. Oh, and on the counter attack comes Ahmad over here. Just let him go over there, but two defenders back. Goes for the chip. Probably the only option he had in that moment, and of course just overcooked that. This is a goal kick, but yes, both players looking pretty threatening at the start of this game. Exactly what we want to see. Of course, ATKMB, and we did speak to KT Dillon yesterday, and he said he's just out there trying to enjoy himself, have some fun now for the rest of the tournament. And well, that's exactly the kind of opponent you don't want to come up against right now when you are in this intense battle for the top four. Just meeting somebody who has absolutely nothing to lose. For ATKMB, I think their primary target now is to just get into double figures for the tournament. They of course are on 9 points. They just need that one additional point. Maybe might even get it from this game if the draw theme continues. And Ahmad now taking his time, just trying to build up. Of course, there's going to be a lot of pressure, a lot of nerves involved in this for him, particularly because Mufu was held to that draw. I think if Mufu had got the win, he would be playing with a lot more freedom and confidence. But now, getting into the box with Pele, turns away, takes the shot, blocked by Marquinhos. Van der Sar coming out, not sure that's a good idea, but ATKMB can counter now.
Yeah, they most certainly got the opportunity, and they're going to try to set up the 1-2 with Neymar, but Hakimi much quicker is able to intercept, get the ball back for Ahmad, and this game way more high paced than what we've seen in the first three so far, and I'm loving it. But we haven't seen any clear-cut chances created, so we'll have to see which player can be clinical when that clear-cut chance does end up coming through. It is Ahmad once again on the wing, with Mbappe trying to set it up, has two big boys in the box with Gullit, and Ronaldo could have crossed but chooses not to.
Yeah, not confident in his crossing ability, Ahmad. We do see him take a lot of long-range shots, so I do wonder if we'll see him have a go with one of those finesse finishes over here. Lovely little chip ball in to find Pele in the box, but it fizzles out again. And now KT coming forward, but intercepted again by Hakimi.
Yeah, and, a bit of a scuffle right there, but Pele able to get away with it with the ball. So again, Ahmad piling on the pressure, trying to find that goal, trying to find that chink in the armor of ATKMB and KT Dillon, and inherently secure his team in a good position going into that third match. But almost 30 minutes into the match now, and we haven't yet seen a player pushing forward as aggressively as we'd like to. We haven't seen that threat at the neck of the other defense. But again, it really does feel like both of these players, they want to go at each other but end up just like moments like that, giving the ball away by making those ambitious passes.
Yeah, again over there, I think should have been going for the right flank. Maybe was going for the right flank, but just got the direction on the pass all wrong. Van der Sar taking a few liberties at the back over there, but no harm done. I think KT has looked very good, very composed, not been unduly perturbed by anything that Ahmad has had to throw at him so far. Trying to use Neymar and get a little bit of a nutmeg on that left flank. But it's quite cagey, it's quite circumspect, particularly from Ahmad. He's really looking for those high percentage chances. We're just looking and waiting for that little explosion to happen once he gets into the box. A little skill move. Again, not working out for him over there. The combination of Marquinhos and Maldini getting the job done, as it's 35 minutes now on the clock, and no great pointers either way. Have there been any saves made by the keepers? I can't really recall one so far.
No, me neither. I think it really has just come down to both of these teams giving it their all, but not really able to find themselves into the box. But right now, Hakimi We see him running in with the cross set up by the edge of it, by the skin of his teeth, finds the goal right here. Ahmad will go down as KT Dillon finds the first move with Ronaldo and sets up some nice dance moves to show himself off as well.
Oh my goodness, there is a spanner thrown into the works as Harry Kane clearly has come to watch this match in the audience, dancing up there in front. But yeah, managing to do that perfectly, working and navigating those tight areas over there was KT Dillon, getting that ball in with Hakimi and finding CR7 for the finish. And now I think Ahmad has to come out and start playing. There is no more margin for error. He has to go out, ideally try to get that equalizing goal before half time itself, and he's working towards that now with Pele on the edge of the area. Of course, ATKMB's defense has been vulnerable throughout this tournament. They've improved a lot over the last 3 or 4 games defensively, and it's not going to be straightforward for NorthEast United FC to find that goal. It's going to take something special, maybe a mistake, maybe a bit of skill. For now, Ahmad cannot seem to penetrate that defense, and KT very, very happy to just hang on to possession.
Yeah, most definitely, and it really is coming down to, for both of these teams, the simple fact that how are you able to approach the rest of this match after that first goal? Halftime comes through, a 1-0 lead for KT Dillon. We saw a similar version of this, but on the other side for Mufu in the first match, but you saw Binate was able to pull it back to a 1-1, and I wonder if that same thing happens again, because even this goal, very scuffy in its approach. It really did feel like for a second Ahmad got too attracted to that player on the line. KT Dillon just edging that line to perfection when and where he needed to make the pass. Very, very well done, and you can see just size of resignation from NorthEast United FC, but they cannot afford this right now. They cannot afford to give up. They need to at least find a draw here to make sure that co-op is still lined up for at least 3 points.
They're definitely going to need to bring the A game. Ahmad needs to really step up, at least get the draw out of this game so that they have the opportunity to try and win all 3 points in game 3. So he's going to be throwing everything at it. We see immediately Messi on, so expect to see a few long shots coming in from Ahmad as well. Pele taken off, and I think that's going to be the change. Ahmad, we've seen him score a lot of goals from those long range finesse shots using Messi, and I'm sure KT will be aware of that. I'm sure he'll be looking to deny him all the space. That's a very good header one over there. Unfortunately couldn't get that first touch right from CR7, and well, again the alarm bells ringing for Ahmad, who's never really looked entirely comfortable in this game. Even on attack, he's got like to just about the edge of the box, maybe slightly inside the box, but it's all been KT Dillon managing. But an excellent long ball played through over here, and it is saved. He goes near post when he should have gone far. On the corner now, no time to think about lost opportunities. He does find Cancelo. Will he go for a long range shot? No, he doesn't. He finds a chip ball through to Cancelo. Fantastic ball in. Time finish is timed well, but off target, and still the chaos continues in the box. It's Ruben Diaz now. Ruud Gullit. Ahmad turning that screw, looking to get the ball in, but now it looks to have settled down, and KT Dillon survives.
Oh, by the skin of his teeth, indeed he survives. And this match, man, this match is really starting to pick up the heat as both of these players seem to be going all guns blazing now. Once again, KT Dillon just trying to slow things down, set up his attack as he looks to get a cushion going, a safety net really with the scoreline, make that a 2-0 and make it convincing to his team. But hey, that's actually quite realistic. Neymar going for a random rainbow flick and giving.
Yeah, well, we've seen him actually attempt this a couple of times before, the rainbow flick with Neymar. It's a move that he seems to like. We saw him do it in yesterday's game as well, but now has he been too indulgent on the ball? It is Messi for NorthEast United FC, and Ahmad now has the opportunity, finds Messi in, but he's offside, and that looked very, very close.
Yeah, extremely close right there, and it did end up meaning that at the end of it all, still 1-0. Close is not enough, and I think for both of these players now, the pressure will be lighting up. We saw a resignated look from Ahmad. I wonder if that is starting to affect his playstyle, because KT Dillon has nothing to lose and he's playing exactly like that. Could have taken the shot with Neymar, but went for the guaranteed pass, and unfortunately it did not work out.
Lives to fight another day. A great through ball available for him now with R7. Let's see. He brings the keeper out, tempts him to go for the chip. He does go for the chip. The ball's still bouncing around. And Van der Sar manages to come out with it. And I think Ahmad actually should not have fallen for the bait over there of going for the chip, because it was never really an angle from which he could have scored. Of course, stranger things have happened. And using Neymar over there to good effect. Now finds the through ball to CR7, almost getting a toe, just about getting a toe onto it, but can't prevent the ball from going through to the keeper.
Most definitely. Hold on a second right now, because still Ahmad is not able to find that move in. He's not able to find that attack, and he's in the position that Binate was in. He's not going to be happy with himself. While on the other hand, KT Dillon, if he's able to hold on for dear life, the win itself will give his team a bunch of confidence. I'm sure Binate too, because he's having an off day. So having his teammate win an individual matchup going into the co-op will make him feel that much better off that off day, and just let him release himself and play on his best note.
And now it's R9 at the edge of the area. He's got Messi in there, he's got Ronaldo in there, but unfortunately for him, he's also got Cancelo in there. And the ball won by KT, holds it up. Will he win that back? It's a bit scrappy at the back over there, but ATKMB do come out with the ball. It's a little bicycle pass, shall we say, from Ronaldo 9 over there. And it's getting desperate now. 77 minutes almost played. And Ahmad needs to find that goal. Will this be it? The lob ball in behind this time. Surely, big opportunity. Manual keeper movement does the job for KT again. This time near post does not work, and Ahmad cannot believe that this game is not level.
Yeah, he simply cannot. And at this point, Ahmad, he must be getting frustrated. He must be feeling the pressure. He must be feeling that, what can I do to make it happen, especially if this goes in. Ronaldo to Ronaldo, but R7 with a bit of a whiff right there, slammed it away from the goal.
Oh my goodness me, it is just getting so cagey, so nervy over here. Both teams with guilt-edged opportunities to just sort of see out that result. Now Ahmad goes long. He has to search for something different. Now Cancelo going in. Can he find the right pass? It goes to R9. That is not the right pass, unfortunately, for Ahmad. And 7 minutes now to salvage that top 4 position for NorthEast United FC. KT just wants to hang on to that ball, hug it for dear life. Can he see this out? Will we go into game 3 with all 3 points on the line for both teams? Does look like NorthEast United FC, it's last chance saloon for them. Will Ahmad wait for that final opportunity, or will he? Now it's opened up for him.
Surely.
It's opened up for him. Goes for the bridge. Still, the ball falls to him and it's cleared away. This is just desperate defending. It's going to keep coming back.
Yeah, with that desperate defending, the ball now properly cleared will mean Ahmad still has a couple more final chances if he takes them right here, right now. But a poor giveaway will mean surely it's over, but it's not. Again, given back to Ahmad. He has a chance set up for R9 in the box, but the cut back too early. Denied that cutback by KT Dillon, and he's just gonna slam it away. Refused to give Ahmad another chance, but he still got one, Azim. One last opportunity, but never mind. Gives the ball away.
It's over, and Van der Sar, unless he does something completely stupid there, it's done. Oh my goodness. And is that NorthEast United FC's journey in the eISL done as well? They could have got themselves back into that top 4 discussion, but it's getting heartbreaking every new day of the eISL. We saw Jamshedpur FC's chances ended a couple of days ago. We saw Bengaluru FC stop in their tracks yesterday, and it does look like this might be the end of the road for NorthEast United FC as well. And also, it does mean that ATKMB have finally got to that magic 2-digit number on the leaderboard.
Yeah, exactly. ATK Mohun Bagan, I think for them, they're going to be very happy with this result and look to secure all 3 points in the co-op game, because it was a dicey affair in this matchup. It all just came down to this one individual goal, a nice fake, and then running down the line with Hakimi setting up Ronaldo. I again really do think a bit of desperate defending even there from Ahmad, getting attracted too much to that player on the line, ended up costing him that goal. Very well played by KT Dillon to try and make it happen.
Yeah, I think probably the biggest moment over there was KT saving that 1v1, because it was definitely a manual keeper move over there. And even this one, going for the near post when he had other options. He could have gone far post, he could have gone for the chip, he could have sat down the keeper and done a ball roll. And that there you go. I think that's Mufu saying as well, just go for the chip. But anyway, it does look like, 1 point is certainly in the bag for ATKMB, and they'll be looking to make it all 3 in game 3.
Yeah, most certainly will. And at this point, I think we'll have to really start considering, as you said, with these teams really going away one by one, their chances disappearing, how much it's going to affect them coming through. So let's see, coming into the co-op, I think, I'm not sure if the Northeast United boys know or not that they needed the 3 points to stay alive right here, but they're sure to be feeling disappointed. We saw that even in half-time, but from the side of ATK Mohun Bagan, it's just about playing out their very best. And I'm really glad that Binate, despite having an off day, is still there for his teammate, is still helping him really calm down. The positive mentality, I think it's something that I can always appreciate.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, it would have been very, very heartrending for both players in that situation. Just so close, yet so far for both of those players. And it's going to be heartbreak for Northeast United FC or FC Goa or anybody else. But of course, there is no heartbreak involved in the metaverse, where of course Terra Virtua is an entertainment-based metaverse platform where you can get your favorite NFT team posters, team player trading cards, and all that other fun stuff on terravirtua.io. So check it out now.
Well. Back into this matchup between Northeast United FC and ATK Mohun Bagan. We are ready for the co-op game right here. And at this point, I think we're also ready to find out which team is able to really step it up. Now, we saw quite resigned faces and resigned emotions from the side of Northeast United FC. But with the 3 points taken away in that second individual game, it seems like they're just like, yeah, whatever, let's have fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's the right thing to do. Just enjoy yourselves now. I mean, ATKMB have gone into all the games with exactly that attitude. And let's see if Northeast United FC, of course, they will still want to try and get that 1 point. 1 point could still be crucial in that top 4 battle if the other results go their way. Of course, goal difference is another consideration, because FC Goa's goal difference is absolutely abysmal in comparison to Northeast United FC. And Northeast United FC getting in straight away, could have gone for a chip there, but goes again. The finishing for Northeast United FC still leaving quite a bit to be desired.
Yeah, most definitely. At this point though, co-op game coming through. We saw even in the Chennai versus SC East Bengal matchup earlier, the players did free up just that teensy bit, so maybe these players will as well, and give us some really cool highlight reels, to set ourselves up. Like we saw an attempted rainbow flick from KT Dillon in his last game. Maybe this time he can remove the attempted part of it and actually make it work.
Yeah, now getting in on that left flank is Northeast United FC. They'll be hoping to channel the form that got them that 4-0 win in the co-op against ATKMB last time, and looking very quick, very slick at the moment. Of course, using Mufu's preferred starting 11 with Ronaldinho in there. We have seen them do a few interesting things. We've seen them get Zlatan in there, also use Robert Lewandowski on occasion to get those headed goals. And the ball in could have been possible for Ronaldinho, still is possible with the run being bent to stay onside. But 10 minutes played, nothing major of note, but this time could have been in, but no, offside.
Yeah, most definitely. I think also, like you said, we are expecting that same level of performance from Northeast United FC, because last time around they were looking quite ruthless in their co-op. Given the fact that today we've seen barely any clear-cut chances from them, I think it's now down to just establishing that momentum real nice and early, not giving that early goal to ATK Mohun Bagan, because I think similarly for Binate, who's when we talked to him, he mentioned he's just not finding the right passes, the right movement. If you give him that early goal, maybe he just turns the switch on in himself and he becomes that ruthless self that we know him to be.
Yeah. And now getting in, is there the opportunity to cross? It is Hakimi on the ball, CR7 not, well, he's on the ball right now, not in the box where you would want him to be to win those headers. Just about squeezing that through, probably potentially a yellow card coming later for that foul by KDB. But very cagey, very scrappy at the moment, and it's going to take a bit of magic. Maybe that magic can be provided by one of the Northeast United FC boys using Mbappe. Now Marseille Roulé with Ronaldinho on the ball. Can they get the shot away? Oh, could that have been a penalty? Did look like it, but no, says the referee.
Yeah, I think that was a real close one. Could have easily gone either way, but hey, the referee making it clear that the ball was taken away, and that's exactly what it's going to be now with ATK Mohun Bagan pushing forward. They've got multiple options down the left and the right, but they choose to go down the center and they lose the ball. And suddenly Northeast United FC back on the counter. Ronaldinho running down the center. He's going to be set up, but a bit of a scuffed pass that will slow it down.
I will slow it down, but has the opportunity to look for CR7 in the middle, but that passing lane has been shut down. Still finding him. Now with Messi, will we see a long range shot? Now the Roulé has the opportunity, takes the shot, saved by Petr Cech, who has been in inspired form since yesterday. In fact, we saw Petr Cech pulling out incredible saves for Binate in his game yesterday against, I believe it was Kerala Blasters FC. And now trying to get CR7 in behind, not quite working out. And that was a risky pass to make with Marquinhos, but worked out well enough. And Northeast United FC again, let's remind you that the 1 point, of course, is in the bag for ATKMB right now, but all they have to do to get all three is avoid defeat. Northeast United FC, if they can get the win over here, can get 1 point, which could prove to be oh so crucial in that battle for the top four.
Most definitely, and I think that single point can make all the difference. That single point can also give them some hope going into the rest of their matches to try and find their form that they just didn't seem to have today. And however, similarly for ATK Mohun Bagan, they'd want to really end this eISL off on a winning streak. It seemed like R9 could have squeezed that one in. Donnarumma stretching to his very limits to make sure it doesn't happen.
And again, just another reminder of why taking shots from odd angles can sometimes pay off. Over there, just could have easily crept into the back post, but this time it's Kante trying to build. Can't really lose the ball over here because they might have been exposed to a counter attack, but no harm done. Now Cancelo getting in on that flank. It's a good floated ball in, but I think just a little too deep for Pele and a little too little power to find Ronaldo in there. And now ATKMB sitting back, settling down on their defense. At the moment, no great pointers either way as to who might be getting the advantage in this. I'm sure ATKMB would love a goal just to give themselves that little bit of a cushion. That even if Northeast United FC do manage the goal, and they might just manage the goal here, and it is saved by Petr Cech again.
It does seem like Petr Cech, as you said, has just been feeling himself. You know, he's the like Edwin van der Sar was for us at the start of the eISL. It seems like Petr Cech might be at the end of the eISL. However, doesn't get playtime in every single game, so he's going to have to make do with what he's got. And talking about making do, Northeast United right now trying to do exactly that. Messi looking for his former Barca teammate, was not able to squeeze it through, and just like that, the ball back in the clutches of ATK Mohun Bagan. A chance for them to find that 45-minute attack, but they just cheaply give it away.
Yeah, really cheap giveaway over there, and cheap giveaway again by North, and another cheap giveaway. What is going on? Is there a sale on giveaways? What's happening? But now getting in, this time beating his man just about, will look to get the ball to Messi. I wonder if we'll see a shot taken away. No, it's Hakimi. KDB also available. Oh, great move over there, and this time surely the goal. And could that be the 1 point that Northeast United FC need at the stroke of halftime? They do have the lead over here, and as things stand, this match is heading for a draw.
Is that 45-minute attack once again helping them out? Very well done on the finish as well to make it happen. A great setup, and right there, that turn on Mbappe was crucial. Beautifully done by Northeast United FC. They get that initial goal. It's sure to give them a bunch of momentum going into this halftime break, and it's sure to help them realize that, hey, we've got to take whatever we can from this match and then go match by match. Maybe some teams currently above them end up stumbling. Maybe this point ends up being all the difference. A lot of maybes. The only thing they can control is the fact that they actually get that 1 point here.
Yeah, they get the 1 point here, and of course, the remaining 2 matches are against just the little matter of Chennai FC and FC Goa. So no pressure. But of course, if the results go their way, if FC Goa are defeated today and the next match by Kerala Blasters FC, that will throw it wide open yet again, and that 1 point could actually be pretty crucial. I think the one team that's really benefiting from all of this is Mumbai City FC, who have, I think, out of Bengaluru FC, FC Goa, and Northeast United FC. I would say that Mumbai City FC probably have the kinder run of fixtures, playing more teams at the bottom half of the table. But of course, we know that that's not a foregone conclusion. Case in point, this match today, that the team at the bottom holding one of the top 4 contenders to at least a draw, and it does look like there's some changes afoot.
Yeah, most certainly. Does seem to be that, as you said, I think all of these teams, they seem to be pushing that much more, but also getting cagier because of it. But a couple of changes is what we're going to get to witness. I think Messi coming on is something very common that we've seen across that halftime mark. The chemistry issues not allowing him to start, and Vinicius Jr. as well, a player that is known for his outstanding pace, but not so much in terms of that finishing aspect. But it seems like no changes.
I think maybe just a tactical switch, maybe a change in formation, maybe Northeast United FC trying to go for that narrower 4-1-2-1-2 formation, or I think that's probably what they started with. And again, those are the kind of cheap giveaways you don't want at the moment. They could, of course, get themselves up to 3 points for this game. I mean, in fact, if the results go there, oh, that's a brilliant bridge over there. Could have been a second goal, wonderfully worked, and then just running out of room over there. And of course, it is a goal kick. Could have been a very nice moment over there for Northeast United FC, but no goal, no opportunity, and almost taking the head of Ruben Diaz with that pass from Marquinhos. But the Portuguese defender does a great job of getting out of the way. Now, Joao Cancelo getting forward. There are opportunities to pass that ball to attacking players, and it does reach Pele over here. Now with R9 getting into the box, using those ball rolls to create a bit of space. It's not quite gone out for a goal kick just yet. And Northeast United FC do well to recycle that, or do they? Because they've given it straight back. Now with Pullet holding that ball up nicely. Now with R9. Will we see that long range shot? Now it falls to Pele. And yeah, it's not quite happening for ATKMB at the moment.
Yeah, it just isn't. And I think we saw a similar tale in the last co-op match we saw as well. I mean, of course, it was much more of a glaring defeat, a 4-0 victory over there, but it really spells the tale that we've seen today, that Northeast United not necessarily have found their peak level of performance, but even without that, in the co-op together, they are able to help each other step up, help each other get that to that mark. But the match isn't over just yet. ATK looking to bounce back with this counter. And at this point, really look for anything in this matchup. A single goal can lift up their spirits and really open up this match as both teams look for the victory.
Yes, and looking for a goal, well, not the victory right now, but the equalizing goal would give ATKMB all 3 points, of course. And 63 minutes on the clock. I think Northeast United FC will be happy to just keep playing this out, keep doing their thing. And I'm sure that around, yeah, there we go, just on cue. We see the pause being made by Binate. Let's see how long he has to wait before he gets to make the changes he wants to. Now it's CR7 getting in. This should be it. And there you go. That is the point you would think in the bag, unless ATKMB can pull off a mammoth comeback as CR7 with a rather strange celebration over there. But it is 2-0. To Northeast United FC, and they'll be wondering, where was this finishing when we needed it in those first 2 games?
Yeah, exactly. They're going to be wondering where exactly where was this run of form? But I think we don't need to wonder, right? Because we know that in the co-op, these guys set each other very, very well. For example, this very goal, a really nice 1-2 setup, and then the outside of the foot shot to get the goal in should effectively guarantee this 1 point for them and make sure that at least in some way mathematically they still have the hope of trying to make it through. But I think it's nigh impossible, so they've just got to hope that they are able to push through and end off on a good note as well. We're talking about ending off on a good note. ATKMB, their win streak seems to be going away.
Yeah, well, it's at least an unbeaten streak. I think they can take that going from it 3 games back to back without losing. They would have killed for that kind of form in the first 10 games of the season. And it just wasn't quite happening. You can see the possession also quite dominated in this game by NorthEast United FC. And it's been plain sailing for them in this game 3. Nothing major for them to really contend with, but now creating problems for themselves by giving that ball away. The ball spread wide to Mbappe. I think a change in formation coming, and that could have, if that had dropped to Messi in there, I think that could have easily been a goal, but just overhit the pass. And we do see now NorthEast United will just try to take the sting out of this game, get the attacks when they can. Ronaldinho being blocked off over there by Cancelo, and a strange pass. And that's a cheap giveaway. Now Messi getting in over there. The ball roll. Will there be the pass? It's a terrible pass. And now the opportunity for ATKMB to counter, which they have also given up.
Yeah, the teams now towards the end of this matchup seem to just be playing pinball with each other, giving the ball all the way across. And now ATKMB, though this time, have gotten the benefit of that. Now on the counter, trying to set something up. Lewandowski in the midfield isn't what I expected, and making his move in, finally getting into his right position. But that does mean the midfield wide open, and with a key interception, NorthEast United FC back on the counter.
Yeah, I think there was an easy opportunity to play Ronaldinho in there, not quite taken over there. I think he was not quite sure if Ronaldinho would be onside or not. Messi, well, that's a bit of a poor touch. And will be a goal kick as Van der Sar, Petr Cech, goes screaming for that ball, saying, hurry up, come on, I need to get going. And for ATKMB, it's I don't think they'll be overly disappointed with even taking that 1 point. They've not really looked at it in the co-op game at all, so it's not like they were ever in with a shout of winning this game. But now it is Zlatan Ibrahimovic on as well for NorthEast United FC, so they're going to have a bit of fun and having a bit too much fun by giving that ball away. And it is Lewandowski up top, not quite working out. And on the counter attack, is R9 going to be quick enough for Ruben Diaz? Yes, as it turns out. And now Zlatan Ibrahimovic, are we going to see something special? The shot blocked at the near post by Petr Cech. We will come back now with Mbappe taking the shot. Bang, 3-0, and they will wish that they could have just taken 2 out of these 3 goals and just added them onto the score lines of their individual games, and they would be in a pretty good position. But for now, it's going to be the points shared between ATKMB and NorthEast United FC. A result that I'm sure the boys from Kolkata will be happier than the counterparts.
Yeah, absolutely. And even one of those goals in Ahmad's games could have made a lot of difference if they're able to even get the draws in the individual. Knowing the fact that even last time around it was a huge win for them in the co-op, that clear strength coming into the co-op, they could have used it to turn into 3 points. But a lot of coulda, shoulda, woulda. It is at the end of the day what it is, and what it is right now is going to be a win for NorthEast United FC in this co-op to make this series a draw overall. Now it's just a matter of flair points and ending the game on a right note. So let's see if some players can create really nice goals. Maybe a long shot in from the Messi SC lurking towards the center of the box. No.
Didn't work out of there, but also for Ahmad, I think he'll be wanting to score as many as he can to get his challenge for that MVP spot on track. He's on just close to 40 goals right now, and of course did not manage to add to his tally in his individual games. Maybe he can add some here, but no time for that. It is 3-0 to NorthEast United FC in game 3, which does mean, of course, because of one win for each team and of course one draw, the points will be shared. And you can see NorthEast United FC, I think it's just sinking in now that they could have had 2 more points if it had gone their way, and yeah, they'll be disappointed, and then they say it's okay. And I'm sure we'll get to have a chat with one of these boys in just a little while. But yeah, Binate still ruminating, a little annoyed, disappointed that maybe he could have got his team all 3 points today. But it's still a step in the right direction, still a step towards double digits. 10 points on the board for ATKMB, and well, at least a slightly entertaining second half of this game with a few good goals being scored.
Yeah, at least towards the co-op, we saw the players just letting loose a little bit. But as you can see clearly, Binate not happy with today. On a bad run of form, he's really going to be feeling unhappy that he wasn't able to continue that run of streak, especially because, as you said, was one of the potential contenders for the MVP prize for himself. So could have made a bunch of difference, but unfortunately today, personally, not finding as much success as he normally does. But in this co-op match, 0 goals scored. That is going to be a big blow to those chances.
Yeah, absolutely. But a couple of good goals scored in this game for NorthEast United FC. Looked like it was meandering to another sort of boring 1-0-ish, 0-0-ish kind of scoreline. But then finally, the boys in red, or rather white on the day, managed to get things going. And Binate not happy, but I don't know, have all the players been told to add to the rage collection of the eISL for some kind of post-season video? Because everyone seems to be wearing their heart on their sleeve today.
I think it's just the fact that we're getting towards the end. For them it's been a long journey, and they want to make the end really count. They want to make every moment now that they can see the finish at the end of the tunnel really count. So it hurts that much more when you're not able to, and I can definitely understand the idea. But I feel like that's why you got to play with your full selves. I didn't even notice Ibra. Come on, actually. That's a nice touch.
Yeah, and there you go. Of course, giving that ball away far too cheaply and diving into the ground for the celebration. I'm trying to figure out who the guy was who used to do that celebration. There was actually somebody, I think, was it Shefki Kuchi? Not quite sure who it was, but an old player who used to play for Blackburn Rovers back in the day, in the 2000s. But there you go. It is a fairly dominant and deserved 3-0 win for NorthEast United FC, getting that 1 point. And of course, we will have a quick look at the scorecard immediately here to let you know exactly what's happened. Was a draw between Mufu and Binate, a pulsating draw at that. A very close game between KT and Ahmad as well. And I'm sure a lot of regrets being dropped by both sets of players across those games. Binate for sure and Ahmad as well will both feel that they could have won that. So on the balance of things, you'd probably say that a draw was just about the fairest result between these two teams. And let's find out now who the hero of the match is.
I assume it is going to be, it is Mufu coming up with 3 goals, and it makes sense. Ahmad was not able to really secure a goal in his individual matchup. So Mufu picking up a couple of those goals in the co-op, and then one from his individual gets him the hero of the match. And I think that will be something of a silver lining for him personally.
Yeah, he has had a couple of these before in the tournament as well. But yeah, I think a little bit of fortune about that first goal. Took a deflection. It was almost like he was pretending that he was not there while celebrating. He was like, guys, I don't know what happened. I don't know what that goal was. But in the co-op, 2 very good finishes. I think the outside of the foot finish has been one of his go-to skills, shall we say, across this tournament. He's one of those guys who tends to use that very well. But well, it's just the 1 point, and I do wonder what's going to be the Terra Virtua super moment of the match of the day. Let's find out.
Oh, the penalty. Fair enough. It could have been a super moment if it did end up going in, because it would have meant 3 points picked up, but none of that, and a great save from Binate himself to assure that his team gets away with the draw in his individual as well as the single point as well. It wasn't just the penalty though, like the entire sequence with Gullit hitting the crossbar could have meant so much for NorthEast United FC.
Yeah, I think that was probably the most pivotal moment of the game, because I think in that game, if Mufu gets that win, suddenly the complexion changes. And speaking of changes, let's have a look at the changes to the leaderboard, because that's going to be Not good reading for Northeast United FC. Of course, they will be playing FC Goa and Chennai FC, both teams ahead of them. But they have to hope now that FC Goa go on a spree of losing matches, because it's not looking pretty for them. And Bengaluru FC as well can easily leapfrog them and get up to 30 points.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of their fate now relying on teams outside, of course, above or below them, not really on themselves. So we'll have to see if they can somehow get some of that voodoo going. But let's have a chat actually with Mufu himself and get the vibe of what exactly went wrong today. So Mufu, 1 point taken away, but was that what you were expecting from this matchup?
No, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Like, we tried our best. I think I should have won my match, but missed the penalty, then hit the post, I would say. I mean, I should have won that match. Then it's okay. Like, everyone has an off day. Ahmad had an off day. Like, there's no one to blame. He gave his all. That's all that matters. Now, right now, 1 point might seem much, but maybe at the end of the season, this is the 1 point that makes it count for us. So you never know.
Yeah, especially because if it comes down to you guys and FC Goa, you guys, by virtue of having that slightly superior goal difference, that 1 point could actually make a big difference at the end of it. So, but for y'all today, obviously you would have wanted the 3 points. You could have gone back into the top four. And two big matches coming now. You're going to be playing Chennai FC and FC Goa, two teams at the top of the table. So, what's the mindset going into that?
No mindset. As I said before, the pressure's on them. Right now, Goa are going to play, and I'm sure Vansh and Afnan will be under a lot of pressure since they are the favourites, obviously. We're not the favourites, we're the underdogs, so there's never been pressure on us, and at least in this tournament, there'll never be pressure on us. So we'll just go and try our best.
I'm actually also curious about the penalty mind games. We've seen that a lot. Rarely do we end up seeing them go in. So I want to ask you what your mindset was going into the one today.
See, if it's real football, like, you can master penalties, right? In FIFA, there's not much you can do. You go one way, and well, he goes one way. It's just pretty much luck. But yeah, of course, he has to guess it, and he gets the right way. But I don't think there's much skill at the end in penalties. You just hit it, and it's on luck. I mean, I was unlucky, and he guessed. So yeah, it's not much there. It's just 50-50,
anyway,
I would
unlucky.
say. Yeah.
Yeah, 50-50 for sure. But an unlucky day for you and Ahmad today. Hopefully, you guys can pick yourselves up. We're looking forward to you guys going up against the top four teams, particularly FC Goa and Chennai FC. So, all the best, and we'll chat with you soon.
Yeah, thank you.
I think for him, as you said it, Azim, a bit of an off day. We'll see if they can bounce back with two big matches.
Yes, and a lot of mind games there as well. And well, if you are no mind games from Terra Virtua, of course, which is an entertainment-based metaverse platform where you can get your favorite NFT team posters, team player trading cards, all of that stuff on terravirtua.io. So check it out.
A bunch of those moments can only be really cool in your collection, you know, something to remember those amazing Hero eISL moments by. And of course, a big thank you to Terra Virtua for making it happen. But this is not the end just yet. We've got another key matchup. But before that, a big thank you to the reason all of this is happening. eISL, powered by Coca-Cola, with Hero as our associate sponsor, Norvin Gaming as our esports partner, PlayStation as our platform partner, and of course Terra Virtua as our digital collectibles partner. With that is the end of this matchup right here between NorthEast United and ATK Mohun Bagan. We're going to go towards a short break and be right back with another.